Yo, what's going on? So, you guys can probably guess. Um, yeah, I didn't sleep at all. I couldn't sleep, and the reason I didn't sleep is because if I went to bed, I tried if I was still laying down, I'd probably be asleep right now, but I probably would have went to sleep at around 8 or 9. And the problem with that is that means I would have woke up at like 3 or 4. And even though I don't go to work until Friday, that means that I'd be in a cycle of I wouldn't be able to fall asleep tonight until probably early Thursday. And then I wouldn't wake up until 4 p.m. on Thursday. Then I'd be screwed when I got work 5 a.m. Friday morning. So the idea here is that one of two things. I can go to sleep, say around 1. This is going to be weird. Follow me here. Go to sleep around 1. Wake up around 10 or 11 or midnight. So wake up at midnight and be on that cycle. And then when Thursday afternoon comes, 1 or 2 p.m., go to sleep, wake up at like 2 o'clock where I'm wide awake in the morning, and then go to work at 5. That's option 1. Option 2 is the normal thing. So I just stay awake until, well, I say normal. There's nothing normal about this, but I stay awake until like 7, 8 at night, 8 p.m. and go that route. I want to wake up around the same time that I would get up for work. But I don't have to the exact same time. But say I go to sleep at 9 p.m., wake up at like 7 in the morning, then that means hopefully I'll be up 7 a.m. Thursday morning, and then my body should get tired around 9 p.m., and then I'll be ready to go to bed around 9 or 10, and then I'd wake up at 4 o'clock, which is 7 hours, that ain't bad, and go to work. So that's what I'm thinking here. So it sounds crazy, but it's really not that bad, because I was up until 2 o'clock yesterday, so it's not as bad as I woke up at 2 o'clock yesterday. So it's not as bad as staying up like most people. Because most people, if they stay up, they wake up at like 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning, stay up all day, and then stay up, a whole another day or half a day. Basically, I've only been up for like 20 hours or something like that. So it's really not that bad when you think about it. What's up, Zyphon? Hey man, I just want to say Happy New Year again, brother. I'm going off on fumes. So I go back to work on Friday, and I was on a weird sleep schedule. The sleep schedule I was on was basically go to sleep at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, wake up at like 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. I don't know how I got on that schedule, but that's what I've been on the last 2 weeks. Or last week and a half. So instead, I tried sleeping last night, but I woke up at 2 o'clock. Why is it, oh shit. Oh, there it is. All right, so my internet's been going in and out. It goes out for like a few minutes, and then it comes back in. So if it does that, let me know. Oh, you gotta let me know how it is. Hey, real quick. So, what I just told Ben is that, yeah, so I'm trying to get back on my normal sleep schedule. So if I'm a little different today, it's because I'm running on low sleep, but it's not that bad because I woke up yesterday at like 2:30. No, that's totally fine. I actually would prefer you guys just hang out and not talk much. Like, I'm not fighting to stay awake, but you know, it's like I'm excited to be here. I drank some coffee, so it's like my body is in a way kind of it's my body it's like physically I'm tired, but mentally I'm awake. Now, I'm not working, so the physicality doesn't really matter as much. Um, oh, but yeah, Zyphon, I hear you on that, man. So are you, so wait, you, all right, Zyphon, humor me. What graphics card do you have right now? You have the 2080, correct? $2070. Now, what are you trying to get? What graphics card? so, so with your settings, with your PC specs, you have to run at the low settings. With that graphics card, it's low settings. So what they have? What do they have? Low settings, recommendation, and high. Or how many tiers do they have? Is it like, do you have 4 tiers, like low, medium, high, and ultra? Or so I'm talking about like for Alan Wake. So they have low specs, medium specs, and then high. What is the what graphics card is required for medium? I'm just curious. I'm guessing what, like a 3080, a 3070? Because I want to say I saw the graph when that game was about to come out. And I want to say that it was the first game I saw that outside of Microsoft Flight Simulator that I don't think I could run max settings with that game. I was just curious what graphics. So when you were, sorry if I forgot, but when you were in the chat the other day, were you saying you were looking at a 3070, or were you looking, or did you mention a 40 series? I want to say you said the 4070 Super. You said was only going to be, maybe it was a 3070 you were mentioned. You said the 4070 Super possibly would only be $500. Yeah, so here, so they have, wow. So I could maybe do medium ray tracing, maybe. Well, if I want it on 1440, probably not. I'd probably have to do low ray tracing. Oh. So right now, I mean, not saying you're going to buy one right now, but what graphics card are you kind of eyeing right now? Just the regular 4070? Is that something that you'd be happy with? I mean, obviously you'd be happy with it, but is it something that you are looking at, or you just kind of, is it like a, you know, a plausibility, something that you might get, or is it just kind of like a pipe dream? Or, and like, if you got that card, because I know sometimes if you don't have the CPU to go along with the GPU, they have like issues with it, like the bottleneck issues. But I've also learned too that certain games are CPU intensive and other games are GPU intensive. I don't know anything more than that, but I've been seeing that, like, when people post comments about different games, they say, yeah, this game's, you know, it's more GPU overload. Oh, no problem, Zyphon. I was just wondering, what graphics card you were you were kind of looking at. Like, what are you trying to upgrade to? 4070 Ti. Does your current PC build, would anything else need to be upgraded if you got that card? Like, do you need to up? No, I'm with you on that. You know, they're going to get rid of bottlenecking. And they said something, it's like, I forgot the percentage, but it was a really low percentage. And yeah, so. Man, I really wish I was. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait until I get back to working overtime. Because even though I can't always help you guys, I wanna, whether you guys want to or not, I wanna at least try to help you get to what, I don't have any specifics or anything, but man, I do, I just like helping people, man. If all my ducks are in a row and I'm saving, I don't need anything, dude. The only thing I need, or the only thing I might buy, honestly, like, outside of my bills, is like a game. That's literally all I buy. And I know I'm going down the personal road here, and some people may not care if I say this stuff, but like, I don't, believe it or not, he set up, but outside of bills, I don't really have, I don't really have anything that I need to spend money on. If I can pay all my bills and I can put a little to the side to save and pay for food, that's really all I need. And I say that because, maybe, I want to be able to, I have a personal that I want to achieve in this year, and it has to do with helping people. And I don't want to say what it is because people might get the wrong idea, but I have a personal goal that I want to be able to help people, I even thought about, like, You know, I've never sold anything. Well, I sold my Steam Deck. And I didn't really get that much back from it, but like I'm not used to selling stuff. I'm not used to buying something and selling something. So, you know, I'm just not used to it. I'm used to if I buy something, whatever the old thing is, I just keep. I've never done that in the PC landscape because I've never had a PC before this one. And you guys know what I did with my old card. And so, you know, I don't know if it would be helping somebody selling a card. But, you know, I don't know. There's a bunch of different ways to go about it. But I just want you guys to know that if I can get back to working, you know, I can't take you all the way to the promised land, but for what it's worth, I would like to be able to help. You know, I did. I never opened it. So, maybe it's my bipolar, maybe it's my, I don't know. But, you know, when I was streaming and stuff, I was like, hey, I wanted a Steam Deck. It reminded me of a Game Gear growing up. And, you know, I'm not a tech enthusiast, but I like to have, you know, when I can, I like to buy. I'm getting better at it because I have bought something. Like this mouse I bought, and I didn't start using it until like 3 months after I owned it. Like, I still have the PSVR 2 that I haven't opened. Don't ask me why. You know, initially I was gonna do. I told myself, nah, I just pass on the Steam Deck. So, I mean, if I ever wanted one, I could get one, but I'm really trying to not impulse buy. You know, like with games, it's one thing, but with stuff like that, I'm trying not to impulse buy. You know, I mean, I can do that, but I'm trying to kind of buy what I think I'm going to use. And, you know, because, you know, I don't have any kids, and I don't, you know, so it's kind of like, if I'm not going to use it, there's no point in having it. And so, but yeah, they announced, the crazy part is they announced the OLED Steam Deck. And I put my Steam Deck on this website, which is a well-known website to sell stuff. It's called like Swap something. And I was actually shocked that I actually sold it at a little bit of a loss, but I was actually shocked at how much I sold it for because I sold it after they announced the OLED. I didn't think nobody would buy mine for anything. I certainly didn't think they would buy mine for anything close to what the OLED was. Because why would someone do that? Why would someone do that instead of just spend the extra $100 and get the OLED? But a guy who runs a business bought it. I was shocked. I don't know if he sells. I don't know if he sells them for parts or what, but he bought it. So yeah. So I you know, when I initially got the Steam Deck, I heard people talking about, yeah, if you travel, you know, it's perfect. But people would say, yeah, it's good to just play in bed. Oh, I got the money. It's a site similar to eBay, but you don't bid, you just buy it, and I shipped it. So he paid cash, and then that's kind of where the loss came in. But it's better than having something full price sit there. And the thing was it wasn't even opened. It was still in the original packaging. So, and you gotta, I had to send pictures before I posted it. So they buy it with whatever PayPal, whatever they use, and it's secure. And then I get the money, then I can transfer it. I transfer it to my bank, and then I have a week to send it out. And then obviously, if I don't send it out, you know, just like anything you buy, and so, you know, I'd get screwed. So, well, I don't know if you would. I don't know if it was considered cash. I'm assuming he paid with either a credit card or his bank account, because I think you can do either in your PayPal. You can do, you know, or you can also people who buy and sell on there, you can use the surplus. So say you buy and sell a lot, and say you have, like, say for instance $300 on your account, you can use that to buy something else. That type of deal, you know. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. No, that's probably exactly why, because the part that sucked, guess where I had to send it to? To your homeland. Actually, to Oregon. And because it had a battery in it, I couldn't sell it. I couldn't send it priority Oregon. So, you know, in a perfect world, he's in Florida or Alabama. But because he's in Oregon, you know, distance, and because it has a battery in it, a lithium battery, it can't go on a plane. I guess anything that has a lithium battery can't go on a plane, so it can't go priority. Basically, it has to go snail mail. Go from one truck to another. So he probably didn't like that so much, because it probably took about a week to get there. But the problem, the one thing I didn't like about the site, so you set a price. So here's the site. So with this site, you set a price, and I think people can, let me see. Let's do, yo, I put insurance on too. So, so like for instance, okay. Now, the one thing I didn't like about the site, now I don't think, well, I think you can set the price, and I believe, I think you set the price when you're selling, but I believe somebody can counter offer. I want to see, but the problem is like you can't say shipping will be determined based on where you live, and so I don't like, because so it's hard, you know. Free shipping, yeah, I do free shipping if you were in the state of Florida, but you can't really set that. So like, I want to see if I can find out, find something here. Let's see. So they have buy now, but I think they can counter offer. And yeah. And this guy, So I didn't really like that part because it's like I wanted to set that, but I really couldn't do that. Um, so, but I just wanted to get rid of it in terms of not just get rid of it, but I just wanted to get some money out of it. So it was, you know, it's my first time doing that. I'm sure if I did it more, I'd be more used to it. But yeah. Oh, they take. Is it 3%? So when you buy, let me see where. So seller, I pay 3% of the whatever he bought it for, and then the buyer pays 3% on top of that. So, I mean, 3%. That was like an extra. Let's see. I think five. Did I sell it for 500, 400, 450? So like $13. So if I had it for 450, he had to buy it for 463. And then I had to pay 3% of the 450. And they just take that out of whatever it sells. So it's pretty good. I mean, you know, I know I probably could have done more with Facebook Marketplace, but there's really no protection there, I don't think. And there's really no protection on, well, there is protection on eBay, but yeah, I mean, I've heard some stories. So, but yeah, so but that's a good point. I never thought about the taxes. So, but yeah, shout out to Zyphon and Ben. I go back to work 2 days. I just want to say I appreciate all you guys, man. Like I had a blast on vacation. It was up and down. You know, had just a lot I was dealing with, but I appreciate it and I love you guys, and you guys are just awesome, man. My internet been going in and out, so if it goes out, it will be right back to net. So just to let you know, they're doing so. What they used to do, they used to do these updates from 12 at night to be like 11 at night to 6 in the morning. And you know, because I stay up late, that wasn't good for streaming. You know, but and they'd credit me. If the internet was out for 1 minute, and then it'll come back, and then it may not go off again for a half hour, but it's nothing crazy. Oh, you're probably out already. But anyways, I prefer less talking in the stream. No, I like talking to you guys, but if there's somebody who normally doesn't talk or something, just don't. I don't want anybody to feel bad if they're not talking. I'm trying to, I'm having a blast. I just, I'm enjoying myself, man. I want to get back to work, because then I think I'll get tired like a normal person. Sometimes the preview is behind, so I refresh it. Like, it will show that it's loading, so I refresh it just to see if the internet's out. And whenever I refresh it, when I use this multi-streaming app, Restream, it takes off everything on the chat. So, I mean, I could still see the chat if I went on Twitch or YouTube, but I use this. This is what I use. So, all the messages from all the platforms come here. But, like, if somebody messages me or is watching me on Facebook, what they say I can post here. I mean, what they say will show up here. Show a little Facebook symbol. But like, I can't type back. I have to actually go on Facebook. So they have that like that for certain platforms. And some of them some of them I don't think show up at all. So you have to have another window open. But yeah, so it's kind of weird how that works. But yeah, I also got a maintenance guy coming in. Hopefully he comes in today. So I got a shower rod. Doesn't that sound really weird? I got a shower rod that holds my curtain, and it's a metal rod. Nowadays, that's either plastic or rubber, I believe. But it's all oxidized. So it's rusted to hell, and it's peeling. And it's not too bad, but it's like, get these little tiny bits of like, I mean, they won't cut me or nothing. But it's like these little, tiny bits of rust falling down in my bathroom. And it's just a little, tiny bits of rust falling down in my bathroom. One of my goals for 2024 is to be better with my mannerisms when I stream, speak clearly, and just be more aware of the way I act when I talk. Pixel, appropriate term. Just basically, they need to be downsized. And man, I posted that on Twitter, and holy hell. I mean, I don't mind the bots, but man. And the sad part is, I don't think it's bots, but I think it's people who have their Twitter set up to where if anything graphic design or logo is mentioned in Twitter, they get a notification. Because some people didn't even read the tweet. They'll say, yeah, I can help you with a new logo. They send me this generic message, which I don't mind that. But it's like, I don't need a brand new logo. I just need something resized. And so, I don't mind it though. Like, I really don't. It is what it is. I just think it's funny. Because while there are some people who have no clue what I wrote, there are some people who have a clue what I wrote. And so it's really hard to tell who's a bot and who's not sometimes. And sometimes I feel like I'll be disrespectful if I say, are you a real person? Are you who you really say you are? Alright. So, I'm going to game a little bit. You guys do your thing. I just want to say shout out again to you guys, man. I love you guys. I mean, I had a blast this holiday. I know it may not seem like it, but I think I just struggled a lot with being alone on the holiday. Even though a lot of me wanted to be alone. You know, I kind of wanted to. It's just kind of what I wanted. And so. And what I mean alone is. I wanted to keep in contact with my family. But I just wanted to just be in my own space, you know. And I know that may not make sense to people, but that's kind of the best way to describe it. All right. So, let's see. There's a small part of me that kind of wishes I got some sleep, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because if I did, I wouldn't be waking up until like 3 in the afternoon, and I'd be screwed if I did that, because then I would never fall asleep before work, and yeah, I'd be screwed. So. Trying to think what I want to play. All right. But I'm gonna try to play something. And I'm just gonna go that route. Worst case scenario is I go to sleep and I wake up tonight and be on that type of schedule, which won't be the end of the world. It's not bad, but yeah, I'm not gonna play Hunter Call of the Wild. Let's see. I kind of want to play this, but I just know that it's so repetitive. Really want to play that, but I'm gonna put some water on my face, see if I can get a little bit of a burst of energy. If not, then I think I might just but believe it or not, I'm having this is fun. Like, I'm glad, like, it's not all bad, you know. What mode is this? Pond Haunt Superiority Mode? What is that? So I'm seeing what this new game mode is in Battlefield.
Hey guys, Logan here and welcome to another video. Today we are taking a look at the Pond Hawk Superiority, the new game mode in the